thing is, I made the most money off table tennis. Gotta get back into table tennis.
You can bet on table tennis?
Yeah, I've won most of the $400 that I've won on table tennis.
But who's broadcasting table tennis?
The thing is when you open the video, it's kind of sad. Usually it's just two old Russian guys going at it.
Do they know that they're on camera?
No idea.
Guys, welcome back to Jacob V Weekly. We want to start like we do every week by reminding you to check out Caddyshack of Hamel, Illinois. CATTYSHACKIL.org. Save a life. Or nine. Baby Brother is back in the fold. We want to remind you to go check out new music by Blinded by Stereo. Available on 10-inch vinyl and streaming everywhere. You can order those on Bandcamp if you're a vinyl guy or gal. A vinylman. I'm in a band called Kits Row. We're working on new stuff. We're a part of an event fundraiser here called Secret Admirer. We'll have a cover of a local band's song. It's a secret coming out on Valentine's Day. So keep up with Kits Row. No Antics has a new song that I love. It was one of my favorites, and it's finally out. And Toff, Toff, I believe, is on all platforms. I don't know what the name means.
Is it like that character from Avatar: The Last Airbender? No, I think that's PH. Couldn't tell you. Are they fans of toffee, but they like to call it toff because it sounds cooler?
I've never heard them do that.
Oh man, you like really good right now. It's like a Busch Light and a hard toff.
Can I get a hard toff?
You know what? How I unwind after a long day of Virginia Slim, big scoop of cottage cheese and some toff.
That's that dating video.
I love her. I love her so much.
She gives me nightmares. So what are you going to do? Are you going to get some high-powered attorney that the other person can't afford and make things weird?
When it gets weird.
Oh, thank God. I thought I forgot my Diet Coke.
A mason jar? You're going up in the world.
Yeah, this is commercial-grade ice, too, brother.
You drink it till the ice is gone, and then you fill it with piss. And the piss is the same color because it's all you drink.
That's not true. I mean,
you could be drinking piss right now. You wouldn't even know it because you just pissed Diet Coke. You're just a vehicle to redistribute Diet Coke elsewhere.
It's like the water cycle, but for Diet Coke, and it's just my body.
Yeah. You are the cloud.
I'm the cloud.
Here's the thing. Where's that school of fish? Never mind. I'm getting too deep with it.
There's a school of fish?
Have you heard the thing about when it was raining fish?
No.
Something about how fish eggs went up in the air and were in a cloud when the water evaporated.
They're saying the fish hatched,
and then they hatched in the air and then fell to the earth.
Cloud?
And so it was
AI?
It was raining fish. No, this was pre-AI. Then there was the tornado theory that a lake of fish was picked up by a tornado and then thrown elsewhere. Not the lake in solid form or liquid form, but like basically all the fish were taken out of the lake and then redistributed by the tornado. Kind of like those balls in Twister.
Oh, yeah, from Dorothy.
The Twister balls.
Yeah, I always wanted those.
Dorothy's big metal balls.
The thing you'll see queued up here behind me, I pulled some clips. I bought and have repeatedly already watched Corey Feldman versus the World.
I was wondering what that was.
And it's a documentary specifically about the time period in which we saw Corey Feldman. So the documentary starts before the tour. Chris Anage and I saw him in Peoria at the beginning of that tour. And then you and me saw him in Kansas City on the second leg of that tour where they had a different guitar player and probably a different
That was the second drunkest I've ever been in Kansas City.
We got
in my 2 years.
We got lit up that night.
I woke up. I remember I left early because I broke like 4 or 5 glasses full of beer.
You kept breaking stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but then I left early and I went home and then I don't know what happened, but I woke up on the floor of my apartment with my dog licking my face. Which, you know what? There's worse ways to wake up.
Yeah, I was so drunk but out of money that I went to a gay bar and just walked around in my tank top trying to get a free PBR.
And then you took your shirt off and you were dancing on the traffic pole outside. Lucius had a video of it.
I don't really remember that.
Lucius had a video of it. They still might.
We'll text Lou about that.
I wish they were here.
Lou is on vacation right now.
Good for Lou. Where's Lou? I'm not sure. Well, is it a staycation?
I'm not sure.
Good for Lou. Where's Lou? I'm not sure. Good for Lou. Where's Lou? I'm not sure. Good for Lou. Where's Lou? I'm not sure. Where's Lou? Good for Lou. Where's Lou? 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 Is it a staycation? Is it a staycation?
I don't know if they decided to keep it a staycation or not, is the thing.
Well, you know
Lou
what?
is at an undisclosed location.
Don't bug them. Don't bug the Lou.
I'm not bugging Lou about the video.
Whether the Lou's in the Lou or the Lou's not in the Lou, don't bug the Lou. Who's in here drinking a White Claw?
Kristen and Kate were in last episode.
When's the last time you tried a White Claw?
I haven't had alcohol since March of 2020.
Oh, you haven't had alcohol but since pre White Claw.
No, we had White Claw.
You know
remember
what?
The wedding was all natty seltzers.
That's
like the
true.
seltzer craze was
And
going
we were
on.
drinking White Claws like crazy on
Do you
that
remember
bus.
the Bachelorette excursion to Table Rock Lake?
Oh man, I wish I was in a better space then.
And we had we couldn't keep seltzers. We drank hundreds of seltzers that week.
That makes sense. I remember that.
Because we started off with 90 and we blew through them in like a day.
It's easy. Those things are crushable.
Yeah.
Well, at least they were. The last time I had a White Claw, and maybe it's because it wasn't ice cold. It had been like sitting for a minute. It just tasted medicinal. And I was like, did I used to just pound these? I can't do it anymore. Also, draft beer. Maybe it's just because we're getting old. Well, you won't know. Unless you have a Renaissance, which probably won't.
Probably won't. Probably shouldn't.
Probably the best. You could do what our dear sweet late grandfather did and just sneak a bunch of pints of pop-off into the trunk of your car and then just act like you're going to the bank and then just get rip-roaring drunk knowing that you're on death's door. Just have one last hurrah.
It was Popov?
They said they found his trunk was full of pop-off bottles.
Were they empty?
Yes.
Ew.
I know. Of all the things, at least maybe get some Kettle One. Maybe some Grey Goose. Maybe
But even if I'm going to get something cheap, why would I get cheap vodka?
maybe Kirkland Signature.
That's what I'm saying.
Kirkland
Get
Signature.
the Members Mark potato vodka. It's good.
Members Mark.
Members Mark vodka is not bad.
Is that Sam's or Walmart?
That's Sam's.
Okay. I thought it was Walmart. They're the same entity.
Popov is crazy.
Pop-Off, there were fights in our college years that were because of Pop-Off.
The first time I ever got drunk was Popov and Hawaiian Punch. And I rolled around in somebody's bed and just screamed while she was trying to hook up with somebody else in the other room.
I think
They said, listen, get him drunk so we can hook up. And then they got me drunk and locked me in somebody's bedroom with like their childhood toys. And I was rolling around their bed just squealing. It was like 11 in the morning.
the first time someone intentionally got me drunk, I was like 14. And we went to a party. And it was like the week after my birthday or something. And it was just kind of like drink this, to the point where people were just having me like drink like sweet and sour because I was like, this guy will drink anything.
Sour mix, you mean?
Yeah.
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 So, not sweet and sour sauce.
No, the packets from a Chinese restaurant.
had you just gum in the packets?
It was the mixer.
They said, take him these scissors in this drawer of packets.
Yeah. What do we got? And they threw in one Diablo sauce from Taco Bell. No, I don't think Diablo was a thing then.
We didn't have Diablo then.
We weren't lucky enough.
we have
I still
Diablo
haven't had the
now?
quesarito.
The return.
I haven't had the return of the quesarito.
I'm not as into that. One thing I really love is I remember I caught a perfect 100% Tyranitar from a raid in Pokemon Go, and right before that I had the double XL Chalupa.
And that's a moment for you?
Do you remember the double XL Chalupa?
Like if your core memory slots weren't already taken up, that'd be one of them.
Yeah, I would keep that one.
It's a good one.
If I was to go through my memory and delete things to make room for new things, the one thing I would keep is the double XL Taco Bell Chalupa I had.
For me, it was the hair hat.
What?
When I had my going away party from Kansas City, it was a horrible day because I woke up on a dog fur covered couch, dirty from the night before. I only had like 4 hours of sleep, and then I had to go open and work a day shift at the bar I worked at. And I stopped at a thrift store on the way and got a new undershirt because mine was horribly
Soiled.
soiled's the word that works. And I got a shirt that was a size too small because they didn't have any of my size. And I wore that as an undershirt for the whole day. And then I got drunk during my shift because I said, why not? And then also I was in a very bad place mentally. But
You mentioned that.
Mentioned it. But members of the staff of this bar that I worked at donated hair, and then they glued all the hair to a Kansas City Royals hat and gifted it to me at my going away party. And then I wore that, and it had like a rat tail.
Yeah, I kind of remember it.
Yeah, and I remember that being a thing where it was like everyone got in front of me, and I had to close my eyes, and then they put it on me, and then it was like a surprise, but I was like, what? And then they showed me it, and I was like, oh my God. And it was just this moment that I'll never forget, even though I was already very drunk.
You feel like that was like a hex?
No, because my life's really only gotten better.
But do you think maybe that was the point? Do you think it was a spell they cast to steer you in a better direction?
Maybe the hairs represented all the strings that I needed to
They were donating
cut.
Positive energy
All the loose ends
to your future. That's
I
nice that they
needed
all
to-
loved you that much to go through all
Oh,
that
it was
trouble.
a wonderful time. But all those people have kind of separated and gone on with their lives now. If I went back now, it wouldn't be the same.
Right.
I do wish them well, as one should.
Yeah, there's periods of my life where I feel like that. It's like, that was such a good time, and I want to say I miss it, but you can't go back because none of those people are in the same
I don't
place.
think I could go back.
Like closing emos on Friday nights in 2008 was a really good time. Was it 2008 or 2009?
And you could have all the beer and roofies that you wanted because it was the Michael Devlin emos.
Well, he was in jail by then.
He probably still has stash in the ceiling tiles.
But who would have been known about him? The
Someone.
worst thing about working there was cleaning the big kettle that they made the meat sauce in.
Oh.
Because you have to fill up all these 5-gallon buckets full of meat sauce.
Is Meat Sauce Kettle your when you're on your band name list?
Yeah, meat sauce kettle.
Meat Sauce Kettle. Good.
I'm in bands with worse names than that. And but there'd be like a big spigot, and you'd have to get all the meat out of the spigot from the meat sauce.
Clumps of meat. And they dry it up at that point.
Well, no, because you clean it right after you empty it.
What you do is you make a makeshift pipe cleaner out of a toilet brush, and you just kind of jam it in and out of there until all the debris.
Quit doing that. This is on YouTube.
The debris. Well, no, this is the port. This is the brush.
So, Corey Feldman.
Yeah, sorry, we really got away.
To do mostly his original music and popular songs from movies he was in.
Oh yeah, Stand By Me
With a band of what he called angels, which were like girls who
needed money
and weren't really experienced musicians all the time, but
well,
they
neither
kinda
was
fit.
neither was Kiss, and look what they did.
Yeah, exactly. And so this documentary covers mostly that part of the tour that we would know about. Do you remember anything about their set?
I remember the need for him to have 15 wardrobe changes.
Yeah, he changes. He does at least 4 or 5 wardrobe changes, and there's one part where he has like a different jacket for every song. And they're all from different movies. And he'll say like, "You want to know which movie this jacket is from?" And everyone's like, He's like, "Come on, who's got it?"
And for someone who's anti-pedophile, as much as he is, you really think he would have picked someone else to try to mimic in his moves and his outfits.
Well, and that's the thing too, because he was long documented as a friend of Michael Jackson. He even says in this that he didn't believe Michael Jackson was a pedophile.
Well, he was wrong.
But in real time, he came out after Leaving Neverland came out, that documentary that was on HBO. He came out and said, I never experienced that, but we have to listen to victims, and he wouldn't negate anything those guys said, which is good.
Yeah, at least he's not a denier.
Yeah.
There's no way to tighten this.
There's a screwdriver right there on your right.
Oh, yeah, that.
That's what I was doing with it. Give it a little screw. So this lady just published this documentary on YouTube a couple weeks ago. I bought it so that you don't have to. And it documents a part that I was traveling all over the Midwest to see this tour while it was happening.
You went to some weird spots.
Yeah, Chris and I went to Peoria to see him in a bar that looked like a big double-wide trailer. It was called Diesel Dick's.
Yes, that's the name of it.
Lita Ford had played there.
Really?
That was like the most famous person that had played there previously.
Oh, I think you meant Frank Lita Automotive, the Ford dealership.
No, Lita.
Oh,
Lita
word.
Ford, Lita.
That makes way more
Not
sense.
Frank Lita. Lita Ford was the guitar player in the Runaways.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm aware. I got mixed up. It's just the St. Louis thing. It's cool. But for the record, it is a crime to pay more than a dime.
You can't beat a Lita.
Can't beat a leader.
Can't beat a leader.
Can't beat a leader.
So I pulled some clips here just from like the first 20 minutes that kind of shows you the chaos that was going on behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get your reaction to some of these. This is the very first one. This is vows from his wedding to Courtney.
Looks like a wedding.
Who Courtney played keyboard and ran the DJ table for their set.
Uh-huh.
You'll recognize her.
Was she the one with the big C-section scar?
No.
Okay.
Dearest Corey, I had no idea that our meeting at the Playboy
she looks so
Mansion
nice.
5 years ago would blossom into the most loving, fruitful, healthy relationship I could have possibly dreamed of.
Courtney, at that time we were both weary and trepidatious,
He loves that word, trepidatious.
Trepidatious.
He uses it more than once.
It's a good
beyond
word.
frightened to admit or accept real love from another human, as seemingly each time I allowed this love into my heart, it was taken from me quite swiftly, shockingly, leaving me feeling abandoned and alone. I promise you, Courtney, that as long as our trust remains intact and our commitment remains unbroken, that I will always be here for you every day for the rest of your life.
That's a sweet way of saying, please don't cheat on me.
I thought it was weird that he said the rest of your life when he's like twice her age.
No, he's going to live forever in our hearts.
And then they're at the wedding reception, and this part goes out.
Manipulations and the tricks that people have done
wait
to
for
either piggyback, ride the tailcoats, you'd be amazed.
I want to just say that we are collecting what you can. I think $35, $40 a person for the meal that came. So, Corey, where's a good place to put that?
So we're off to a rough start.
Yeah, well, you know, weddings are expensive. That's a whole thing.
That's true.
That was actually, that felt better than a wedding that I went to once where it was full of bar folk, both the occupants and the people that worked at the bars. And they switched to cash bar about an hour and a half in. People were livid. Hi, King. Either way, that's a whole thing. Yeah, that's pretty rough. But what do you expect? Also, that guy looks like the guy that had the cocaine.
Yeah, that's the coke guy.
Looks
He's
like
getting
the
the
coke
money
guy.
for the money is for the meal, but it's because we spent the meal money on the cocaine.
That's probably it.
His name is synonymous with the decade movies like The Goonies, Stand By Me, License
yeah,
to
this is
Drive.
one.
He's always had a passion for singing, and now Corey's got a double CD.
It's called Angelic to the Core.
Why this
Angelic
concept?
to the
Well,
core.
probably because I know that angels have probably saved me once or twice in my life, and I like helping them as well. That's why I created Corey's Angels, as a way to help girls who are like kind of lost and needed to find their way to make their realities, you know, their dreams.
Let's do this.
We're gonna go for
Take
it.
it away.
Here we go.
I gotta do the dance. Yep,
You remember this?
I do.
Can you believe this was 2016?
Was it really? That was 9 years ago? Almost 10?
Get it,
Oh,
All she gonna do is twerk.
hit the club, tell him.
go for it.
That's my favorite.
I think we did that, whatever that was.
So this saga really started at this moment. Nobody really knew what he was up to.
Yep.
Until the CD was coming out, and they kept calling it a CD too. I don't have it on CD. And it goes on. Fantana calls it the worst album of the year.
Do they have Razzies for music?
They should.
If they don't, they should. The fact that they don't, the thing is,
This
though,
clip had
these
100
days-
million views.
These days, with access to being able to put your shit out there, it'd be impossible to even know where to start with.
No,
the
I saw
Razzies
this and I went to
music.
go look up the album. You know what I mean? And I listened to the whole album and I watched all the videos. And that was the time when I said, oh my God, we got to see this on tour. But he wasn't coming to St. Louis.
He was going to Peoria, Illinois.
He was going to Peoria, and then on the second leg, they went to Kansas City.
Yeah, the record bar.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a cool time. You
And
know,
one of the
also
things-
Kansas City was the place where I first saw Prof. Have you ever told you about Prof?
Oh, yeah.
The Caucasian rapper that looks like John Waters.
He does kind of look like
A
John
little
Waters.
bit like John Waters. Well, either way, I had no idea who the guy was, but my friend was like, going to a prop show, you're coming with. And I was like,
Yeah, I just saw him the other day.
And honestly, we were all packed in like the Kansas City Ready Room. Hundreds of people. And there's like mirrors on the walls, like Telanias. Like shit was weird. Hammer drunk because the times. And I was kind of blown away by the performance. You really never know.
Does that look like that's still recording?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So one of the things that happens that I witnessed is at the Peoria show, he doesn't end up playing until like 11:30 at night.
Oh, he was out in his bus in Kansas City for like an hour and a half after we were supposed to be there.
And
Yeah.
he and the bus is a huge part of contention in this documentary.
The bus.
They had lots of problems with the bus.
Was it the condition of the bus or him not leaving the bus?
I think they kept messing up the bus.
Oh.
Like the AC went out, they fucked the water up.
But this wasn't as bad as that thing that
Not the Dave Matthews Band thing.
that's how you know I was thinking of.
Because that's the tour bus. That's the go-to tour
That's
bus
the
nightmare.
infamous tour bus story
Where they dump the septic tank from the tour bus
on the vented bridge.
Yeah,
onto a tour group in a boat.
Yeah, which is my favorite.
Can you imagine being in that boat?
This is why some of these countries don't let people carry guns. Because
Yep.
if I look up and a bus is literally dumping dump on me, somebody's going to see an unregistered firearm.
I mean, bold move. You know, let's see if it pays off for him. It didn't.
It did not.
But
no, not quite that bad. But
what city was that? Was that Indianapolis? Minneapolis.
oh, I don't know where that was.
I think it was Minneapolis.
I thought it was like Boston or something.
Was it?
If you just look up Dave Matthews tour bus, they'll tell you.
I'll look it up. I'm gonna look up. You keep talking.
Now, the opening of the show, when Corey finally gets going, they have erected an inflatable projector screen, kind of cattywampus in the corner of the room.
There's some good ones. You can get a good projector that inflates.
Yeah. And the intro that they play is this thing that's just flashing like titles that looks like somebody just made it on iMovie. And it says things like, Corey Feldman has been performing since he was 3 years old. Original dance moves. Hit songs. #1 movies. Right?
That's the idea.
Man, I'm just seeing it all flash right in front of me.
Oh, it was the Kinsey Street Bridge in Chicago.
Watch this.
Concert of the life.
Let's rock and roll.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're
That's
really,
great.
You know, kind of feeling the heat right now, and we want.
What happened? Is it buffering?
No. Now, the problem
Choices.
is before it's a band that's going on tour, the Angels is like a party that he throws. And he's sort of on both sides of this issue.
What do you mean?
Did this drug orgy really happen?
There used to be these urban myths about Corey Feldman sex parties.
Well,
Honestly, I throw parties that are called Corey's Angels parties, okay? It's the top of the line, most beautiful girls inside and out wearing lingerie. It's not about demoralizing women. It's about applauding and appreciating and respecting the beauty of women. I mean, there was so many misconceptions. People thought it was
it's
like a prostitution ring. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Take it serious.
So we had to do this.
So it starts off with them getting ready for this tour. And it's really, the documentary is kind of about his relationship with the media, but also like how insufferable kind of he is. We even heard about it that night in Peoria. We overheard, because we got there way early because we didn't know what the plan was. We got there before the doors opened, and there were like 3 opening bands, like local Peoria metal bands.
That's got to be good.
And so we kept going out to the car. and
Peoria
waiting.
Metal?
Yeah. And Peoria Metal. That'd be a good band name.
There's also, that's like one of the last known sightings of the Bigfoot.
Peoria?
Yeah.
He was there recently?
Yeah, like in the last 5 years.
I'm sure people have seen Bigfoot more recently than 5 years.
He might be following Corey Feldman's tour, but is really late in on the news because he doesn't have a cell phone.
So he showed up just thinking, did I miss it?
Yeah, next thing you know, he's in Kansas City. It's like, guy, it's been years. It's been 8 years.
So one thing we're going to see here is why some of these girls quit over time, because the guitar player you're going to see now is different than the guitar player you saw in Kansas City, because they had to get a new guitar player because this girl
bold
quits.
of you to assume that I remember anything.
You're right, I know, but that's why I'm catching you up.
Brittany, can you give me a level check on your guitar?
You look sickly.
Yeah.
Okay, Brittany, you're obviously missing the whole moment. You keep playing it when they're playing it. You're supposed to be not playing when they play. Bump, 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 you. Bump, 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 you. So, first one. See, this is what I'm saying. I looked at you and you're standing there. I'll give you all 4 of them. Ready?
Oh boy.
Here they are. First one. Boom. Second one. Boom. Third one. Fourth one. It was good. It was not great, but it was all right. Understand that part of the rehearsal process for
So this goes on like this. He's not the most musical dude. I don't know if you remember the part of the set where he would sit at the drums and they would do Why Don't We Do It in the Road by the Beatles, and it sucked.
I might have been too far gone by then, which is probably okay.
That's not in the movie, I guess, because they didn't have to license the Beatles song, but it was borderline unrecognizable. He's not like a musical dude. He's not like me.
You're a musical dude.
I'm a musical dude.
You're a musical dude.
And I can communicate with people in a way that's enthusiastic and exciting and specific and helpful. And that's not what we're seeing here.
Yeah, no, I can understand that.
We're not going to go through the whole documentary.
When do you think he turned from the neighbor kid in the Gremlins to that? Was in his teens?
I think his career as a child actor was really hard.
Word.
And, I think his mom was abusive.
Oh, that happens.
I think his dad tried to steal all his money.
Who wouldn't?
And then he was kind of spat out of the machine, and that makes a lot of these people crazy. He's sort of the prototypical child actor.
Word.
In that way.
Some people get out of it.
Yeah, some people are fine.
Oh,
Hilary Duff is doing great.
Did you see that? Oh, she's doing wonderful.
Doesn't she look good?
She looks wonderful.
She smells nice.
I bet she smells great. She has a nice thing going with her family.
She's got a family.
Got a family. Who's one that I saw recently that I ended up following her on Instagram because she just seems to be living a great life now. I don't even know if she was a child actress, but Amy Smart. She was.
I know who Amy Smart is.
She was in Just Friends with
correct.
Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. So she's like married and has a kid, and I started following her on Instagram because it seems like she doesn't really act much now. She was like in like a movie, but then also like a TV show in the last few years. But other than that, it's just I don't think she's really going for it like she used to.
Did you see Melissa Joan Hart was just in town?
No. Why would I? No.
She's some kind of like radical evangelical, I think, but she's also advertising Ancestry.com. I don't know why.
Probably just for a paycheck.
But I don't,
like, who was that guy that was doing those weird commercials? We're like, he just needs a bathroom.
Shaq.
No, Shaq makes money left and right doing all kinds of things. This was a different guy.
That's always what I say, though, when you see him doing something that is like, they shouldn't have to do that. It's like, oh, he's got a kid.
How many bathrooms does he have that he needs to do that many weird things?
Yeah, he's redoing his
Shaquille.
bathroom. Now, Shaquille usually is a part owner in the businesses he does advertising for.
Right, like when he did the Papa John's thing.
Or the General.
Or General. Yeah, really? Yeah. Well, go to the General and save some time.
Save some time.
Do it. I did that once.
You went to the General?
I went to the General, but also that was me not knowing that the General didn't have an auto pay option. And so I made one payment, and then it lapsed a month later because I was like not paying attention. Auto pay, I don't know how people used to just think to write checks every month. Auto pay keeps me going. Do you have any bills that aren't on auto pay?
A couple, because I want to pay them like the day I get paid and not out of sync with anything, so that I know that I have the money when I go to pay it.
The only thing that I don't have set up on a payment schedule is my credit card payment, and that's just something because I pay that off pretty regularly because I'll like to.
No, that's a good idea. That's a good practice.
Yeah, and
last
time I had a credit card, I let that go south real quick. But also, I was 18. I didn't know what a credit
What
card
are you
was.
going to do?
Yeah.
You can't even use them at the weed store.
Really?
Yeah, you have to use a debit card or a bank account.
That's probably for the best.
It's probably for the best.
Kind of like how you shouldn't be allowed to take out a mortgage on your home at an ATM in Vegas.
Is that allowed?
It's allowed.
Oh, that should not be
There
allowed.
are some ATMs in Vegas that help you to get a second mortgage on your home to keep gambling.
You think somebody would have put the stop on that?
Someone's gotta.
There's one more clip.
Also, this is all hearsay. If I'm saying this and I'm wrong, let Jacob know directly and he'll let me know eventually.
I know you can buy Bitcoin at ATM kiosks.
I do this thing where I hear something and I run with it.
Yeah.
So
listen to this.
Good job. She's on fire.
The Angel Project is a project that I started 5 years ago with basically the idea to help beautiful ladies who are talented achieve their goals. I started Corey's Angels with my girlfriends, so it was like girlfriends that I was helping out, and I'd been doing that my whole life anyway. All of my wives became famous after being with me, every single one of them. That's why I turned it into a business, to where we could start working with girls on an exclusive basis. Jackie is a perfect example.
That sounds gross.
She's actually living here right now. We're very, very proud of her. Okay, so basically just watch me as much as you can. Alright. If everything goes right, a solo light comes on me.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You get how that goes from there. You remember that part of the show.
Mm-hmm. We're doing it.
So,
was that Blue Bayou?
It's Blue Bayou. They're
That's
about
what
to
I
do Blue
thought.
Bayou.
Great
And
rendition.
I love that song.
Mm-hmm.
And so it goes through the tour and them arguing and the problems. And then he goes to, they're like out of money. And so then he starts that GoFundMe to make that movie.
There really should be some restrictions on GoFundMe's.
There needs to be some restrictions, I think, on the internet.
Also,
period.
if you need money for a movie, do a Kickstarter. Don't do a GoFundMe.
I don't think the internet is for everybody.
Well,
like, do you remember the days where someone would say, "Oh, I don't have an email"?
I think that some people still say that sometimes.
I know, but like it was much more common. That was better. Because now everyone has a Facebook and an email, and everyone could just do anything they want, and I think it's a mistake.
I mean,
Corey Feldman tweets in all caps.
You could create jobs in the United States paid for by the geriatric elites by having them just be like the internet ambassadors for these people. And then they don't have to be on the internet.
Well, that's kind of what I do, freelance. If you ever hear me talking to a crazy person on the phone.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
It's probably because I'm a liaison between the internet.
That's the word, liaison.
And these geriatric
But
elites.
really, that could be its own
business,
its own field of study and practice would be just, as the
But it's
baby
like
boomers are finally phasing out, there could be a younger generation that is just tech savvy and able to say, we're not going to put that on there. And that could then be paid money. Almost like a PR team, but just for anyone that's old and has money. It doesn't have to be a politician or an actor or an actress.
Mm-hmm.
There are some that are okay. I don't think Anthony Hopkins has done anything wrong in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Except for that one Chris Rock movie. He could have probably done without that.
Oh, Enemy of the State?
No, that was Will Smith.
Oh.
Bad Company?
It was called Bad Company.
Man.
Anthony Hopkins was doing a bathroom that year.
That's what exactly. He just needed the paycheck.
Yeah. And I don't think there was any Bad Company music in the movie, which is
right
crazy.
I mean,
maybe the movie did suck, and that's why Bad Company said, we don't want you to use Bad Company
that
by
was
Bad Company.
that was a straight to TNT movie. I don't remember that getting much theater time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw it.
I do love the movies.
Did you hear Trump's making them make Rush Hour 4?
Is that Trump making it happen?
Apparently.
Well, our dead grandfather would be dancing in his grave if he weren't in an urn. Because he loved Rush Hour. And did I tell you about the last time I hung out with him?
No.
We watched the newest Tremors movie, which is like Tremors 7.
Yeah.
The one that like took place in the Arctic. And he was in and out of falling asleep, but at the end he just went, "Bug, that was a bad one." And I was like, "Well, that's my memory of my last time hanging out with their grandfather." And I was like, as long as he knows.
As long as he knows that that's not a good movie.
Because we were Tremors and anything where they pair Jackie Chan with an American guy, whether it was black, white, or whatever.
Yeah, Rush Hour, Shanghai Nights, Shanghai Noon,
Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 2.
Rush Hour 3 we watched the least.
I didn't like it.
It was kind of formulaic.
People said they liked it.
Rush Hour 2 was really good.
I love Rush Hour 2.
But
who was in that? Who was the gay guy in the clothing store?
Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven.
Buttercream, croc skin. What size is the waist?
I saw a blooper reel from that movie the other day, and it just set
the
me
best
back.
bloopers from Rush Hour 2 are that scene.
Yes,
and that's it's inspired by a real guy. There's
I love that.
There's a homo of
finish your words.
I'm trying to think because I don't know if he. But there's like a.
You can't just stop at there was a homo. You can't
There's a homo-affiliated gentleman in Hong Kong that makes really nice suits for people. He's like a white guy. I think he's English.
I think they were in Vegas at the time in the movie.
Was that in Vegas?
Uh-huh.
But but he'll like measure you up for a suit himself, and they're very, very expensive. And he'll like squeeze your butt cheeks and stuff. It's really weird.
Oh, I was at a Men's Warehouse outside of Kansas City, buying a suit, and that guy's hands were all over me. And he said, "You got nice shoulder muscles," and he had those glasses that they come apart in the middle at the bridge. And you take them down like a necklace. Yeah. He had those, and I'd never actually seen those before, so I was more focused on that than him touching my body. But you know what? That's that for a $200 suit from Men's Warehouse. That thing fit like a dream. Could never go back though. You know what I'm saying? So here's my thing: is this whole podcast about Corey Feldman's Angels?
No, because I didn't pull timestamps for the whole thing. It's not. We don't necessarily need the help to keep referring to that, but it just progresses into different girls quit, and then they start speaking out about like the
abuse.
I don't know that anyone said that he abused them, but the whole thing is kind of weird. He's got kind of an open relationship with his wife. Like they have a girlfriend.
Conditions.
Him and his wife have a girlfriend that they share, and she leaves at some point during the documentary. And then you see him at meet and greets with like drunk young women coming to the meet and greet, and they're like, "Well, you should come party with us. Let's go out. Let's do something." Like him and his wife are trying to get strange girls that fit the description of cleavage and blonde.
Yeah, my wife and I spotted
seriously
you from across
this whole
the room,
movie,
and we like your deal.
Corey Feldman, this whole movie is just like Christian Bale in American Psycho when he says, "I can't stress blonde enough."
Yeah.
It's a lot of that. And it's just so obvious that, like, it's surprising that he got any of it off the ground. He got anybody to participate in any of it, especially because the one tour, he, like, doesn't pay any of them at the end, and then him and his wife go on their honeymoon.
So,
to Hawaii. But he didn't pay any of these girls that were sweating and living in this bus, and he wouldn't let them, like, separate. Like, in the contract, it says the band has to stay together all the time. And they'd have to sit backstage for 2 hours while he did the meet and greet. He wouldn't let him go to the hotel without him.
So here's the thing, is that like there's a part of me that wants to be supportive. There's a part of me that wants to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
But he's got this vibe that kind of gives me, what was that Doc guy in Tiger King?
Doc Antle.
Doc Antle. Remember
He's
his
in
whole
jail.
thing? Yeah, I know.
But the guy with the ponytail who had all the beautiful women that lived and worked there for free.
And he would just kind of like marry the youngest one like every few years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
It's kind of like part of it is that.
Yeah, and so I don't like it.
He's got that one girl who doesn't know how to play bass, but she's playing bass, and she lives with them.
Yeah.
And he goes in this whole thing.
It's giving me
throughout the documentary, he talks about it's the dark media, and there's evil people trying to silence me. Corey Feldman versus the world. I bought it so that you don't have to ask me anything.
All right, rate it out of 5. Give it a 1 to 5 rating. Right now, you.
Because I witnessed
You don't have
some
to
of the subject
You don't
matter.
have to explain it. Just if you watch the whole thing
So are
front
we
to
doing
back,
decimals or just whole numbers?
decimals can be involved. Fractions.
I'm
of
giving it like a
numbers.
4.5.
4 or 5 out of 5.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Because I witnessed some of the real stuff that was happening that is in the documentary.
Okay.
And then it's so compelling, but it should be free.
Okay.
It should be free to watch. He's trying to get it taken down.
Oh, so it's an expose.
Yeah.
In a way. Okay, good.
Yeah, like he had agreed. It's kind of like the Diddy thing where he had hired the videographer for the access, but then he
I got to watch that one.
But they never did anything with it, so the lady wanted to make a movie out of all the footage she shot, and I guess legally she can, but he doesn't like how he looks at it. Apparently she tried to screen it to him the week it premiered, and he walked out halfway through.
Oh, well, why not?
And it doesn't get any better
I mean,
after halfway through.
He looks like he's having a great time in prison, so...
Diddy, you mean?
Yeah, he's doing a lot of
I
smiling.
see things back and forth on that. He looks happy in jail, but then I see he's demanding to be released immediately.
Well, I mean, just
did you
because
watch
you're
that whole
happy-
series on Netflix?
The one that
the new one?
Is it the one that 50 Cent? I have not.
It's 4 episodes.
But
It's
we
really
just got
good.
Netflix back.
It's really crazy. Can I sum up basically what I learned from the Diddy thing?
Yeah.
And I don't have to get into the specifics, but I totally believe he was involved in both Tupac and Biggie getting killed.
Mm-hmm. Heard about that.
I totally believe the things he was doing to people was a lot of times worse than what people are even imagining. And he would have people like living with him and working for him, and then he would never pay them. And he was always trying to like creep on them, and it was just a big mess. The Diddy thing is really bad. And I didn't realize even before us, Diddy's career started with controversy. One of his very first things when he was a young guy was a like concert or a party or something that was in a gymnasium in Harlem, and like people got trampled to death. Like a dozen people got trampled to death because people rushed it because they didn't have tickets and there wasn't enough security, and it was a real mess.
I don't know. Remember the voter die?
Do you remember
campaign?
his song from Matthew Broderick's Godzilla?
Diddy's?
Diddy had a hit song. It was Diddy rapping over Kashmir by Led Zeppelin.
No.
And it was a big hit for him at the time. It was for the movie Godzilla with Matthew Broderick.
Which they've confirmed that that's not even Godzilla. That's just Zilla.
That's just Zilla, yeah.
They confirmed this.
But that was like...
You know what? I thought that movie was fun. But
it was
we
fun.
were children.
We were children. And they had the little Godzillas that were like raptors.
Yes.
And Jurassic Park
The
had
babies.
been big. We had 2 Jurassic Park movies with A-list raptors.
Weren't they like in eggs?
And they came
in, like,
out
the
and they
middle of a
started-
basketball court.
And
like
it was like
arena?
a stadium, like a football stadium.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla
Yeah.
had dug up into a stadium to lay all of its eggs in there.
You know, when you got to lay the eggs, you got to lay the eggs.
Listen, and I get it. When I feel the need to spawn...
I think we had Godzilla movie toys.
Oh, yeah. I think Taco Bell had a line of toys. There were toys at the toy store. It was a
Wild.
huge movie. They were really cashing in on that one.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's canon.
Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria is the camera guy.
I love him in a lot of things.
Isn't he in trouble, though, for The Simpsons? He did an Indian accent for 40 years, and now everyone's mad about it.
Well, that's silly.
Isn't that Hank Azaria?
They're all mad at him about that, but they're not mad about
They're
they're not mad about whoever did Brownface in Short Circuit.
I don't think people are sitting around thinking that they're mad about Short Circuit.
People go back and watch
Who
Short
was
Circuit.
doing Brownface?
The Indian guy in Short Circuit was a white man.
No.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. I'm looking it up.
That's insane. Brownface is never okay.
You know what's funny though is you brought up the Diddy thing, and I realize now I need to educate myself because the only information I know about the Diddy thing and 50 Cent's whole deal with that and his pettiness was because of the comedian Josh Johnson, who's on the Daily Show.
Yeah.
He did the whole stand-up special.
Yeah.
Where I watched this in like a 12-parter on TikTok of him just talking about the beef, and I was like, huh. Like fucking crazy. And then I just didn't choose to go any further into it. Really. So, I got to watch that.
Yeah.
We got Netflix and immediately watched Monster, the Ed Gein story.
Oh, yeah.
With,
Keenan watched that. I didn't watch
with
it.
what's his name? The Australian guy.
He's Australian?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
English or Australian. He's not American.
The guy from Sons of Anarchy?
That one. His name's escaping me. I'm really bad about names lately, and it's fucking me up. I think that because I haven't worked in 2 months, my brain's just rotted. Yeah. Folks, if you do manual labor for a living, don't break your foot.
It's very hard to realize
2 months of unpaid vacation.
How would that
You gotta watch
happen to
more of this?
someone like me, you know?
This is his girlfriend after she
Like,
leaves.
I never in my wildest dreams would ever imagine that I would ever get sucked into a cult.
It is culty.
I just don't know how Courtney sits through that shit. My heart honestly hurts for her. If she ever came to me, ever, and wanted a place to stay, wanted a friend, regardless of her treating me like worse than a fucking dog, I would be there for her. I think I'm gonna take some anxiety medicine really fast.
Me too, dog.
Yeah. It's bad news.
Goodness.
It's bad news.
See, that's a thing,
Ladies,
though,
don't
is
ever
like-
move into some older rich guy's house.
Well, and if you treat people that way, there's no way that it ends well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just, like, I don't know. You know, like, the vibe also I got. Remember when we saw Alabama Shakes and Father John Misty open for him?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. That was a great show.
Really? He broke a guitar string.
Sure.
Father John Misty did. Like,
on his acoustic.
Yeah.
I remember.
And they brought him a new one, and he just kind of chucked his one with the broken string at somebody off stage. Like, he was just kind of like, "Hah!" Like he just speared at somebody. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I don't like when they throw guitars either.
Well, it's that, but also, like, you threw that in a direction, and if there was a person there, that could hurt that person.
Yeah.
If you throw it, like, up like a toss, that's one thing. But if you take it and you kind of just spear it at
Spike it,
somebody,
yeah.
spike it at them like that,
Yeah, not
fucking
okay.
javelin with a guitar, I'm sorry. I don't like him anymore.
There's one part in this where Corey Feldman is eating pizza. And even though he's vegan, he eats cheese and butter, but he still calls himself a vegan. And I know. Hey, listen, it's a problem. And he's talking about some church was contacting him that, like, his journey with trying to expose Hollywood pedophiles was the same as, like, the Messiah. Nobody wanted to listen to the truth and whatever. It reminds me of this AI psychosis thing we talked about before. Rolling Stone, there's a issue of Rolling Stone magazine where they printed an abridged version of an article my friend Kat was in to talk about one of her ex-husbands who started isolating himself and talking to AI, and AI was telling him that he was on some secret mission for God.
Oh, like Her.
Yeah.
The Joaquin Phoenix movie.
I never saw that, but I was told I would like it.
I heard good things. Actually, I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
But it's still like they only talk
But
to
this is happening
AI.
in real life where there's lonely, confused, probably underemployed men who develop a relationship with AI that's not necessarily sexual as much as it's like
companionship.
But it's
also
like
it also like feeds them what they need.
Yeah, and some of them feel like
Yeah.
they need to be told that they're the second coming of Jesus and that
They
they're
need to
on
be
a
told that
secret
they're
mission from God.
Because what better way to make someone who feels insignificant their entire life feel significant than to have an AI system just tell them, "Oh, you could be him.
Yeah.
You're that dude."
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fucked up. That's crazy. But also, that's very real. Also, it's not that uncommon. Do you know that there's like a birth rate crisis in this thing keeps going?
Most of the world.
In most of the world, but also primarily in like Japan and China. And it's not just like losers or whatever. It's people that don't want to have to do all that. So they just do this. Like, they could have very successful jobs, nice homes, nice apartments, nice whatever, and they work, and then they come home, and they work, and they come home. But whenever they're home, they don't need friends. They don't need to socialize. They have their, if they have companionship, it's either through the internet or it's AI, and that's all that they need.
Yeah.
Which I don't agree with that, personally. I think that people should just be able to socialize. But there's something about the newer generations that's just so scared of
You see
rejection.
that silver ring on the back part there?
Which part? This part?
No, back.
This part?
No, farther back.
That part right there?
Yeah, that should keep it from.
I was just going to let it keep going.
Okay. Because that's a problem. Because it's like, if you... But that's also the thing where you can't necessarily afford an isolationist lifestyle with a kind of shitty, normal, run-of-the-mill job anymore. Like, you used to be able to just work at 7-Eleven and have a little apartment and play Xbox, but I don't even think you can afford an apartment and Xbox just working at 7-Eleven.
No, you really can't. You need to be that kind of...
Xbox Live is like $30 a month now.
I mean, I had a roommate who was very antisocial that I would really only see him in passing. And that was okay. As long as he didn't leave my cast iron skillet soaking in the sink like a crazy person, we were all good.
Yeah. That is a good rule to have.
Well, if you're going to borrow my cast iron skillet...
Use the cast iron skillet, but scrub it and make sure it's dry.
Just season it like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to take care of a cast iron skillet before?
Sure. You know what I like to use is Crisco.
Crisco's good. But you got to season that fucking pan.
Right.
You got to do everything that you got to do. You can't just leave it soak.
You can't soak it.
It's not Teflon.
It's not supposed to soak.
It's not stainless steel.
Yeah. I don't know that any of that stuff is supposed to soak.
It's cast iron.
Yeah, soaking is a problem.
Can't soak it.
Ceramic you can soak.
Soaking in almost all senses of the word.
Yeah, soaking is just, it's not productive.
There's that thing with the Mormons where someone gets under your bed and makes you fuck each other. That's a thing. That's soaking.
Watch your mouth.
Make love to each other in the name of our Lord for procreation and to continue the masses of the Mormon elites.
Yeah.
So anyway, someone gets under your bed and then they just kind of make the bed bounce so that you don't have to commit the
do
sin.
Any of the thrusting. Yeah,
right. So that's soaking. That's wrong. Cast iron skillet soaking.
I also think
wrong.
Any way like that to work your way around a very specific puritanical belief is crazy. Like, you're missing the point. If you're trying to figure out a way to get away with what you want to do, even if you're not supposed to do it, it seems crazy. How about this cold snap?
You mean just the fact that it got really cold yesterday?
We dropped like 60 degrees in one day.
We needed it.
What does that mean?
We needed it.
It was like 75 degrees on Christmas.
You know when it's raining outside and you're cuddled up on the couch with a good book and you look outside and you're like, we needed this. That's how I felt yesterday when I took out the trash and it was freezing outside.
Why would we need it to be cold?
I don't know. It's December.
You just feel like it's supposed to be cold, so you're going to say we needed
cold
it?
In December. The fact that it was like 75 degrees on fucking Christmas is a problem.
It's a problem. That can't be good.
It's a problem. The fact that half our family on Christmas didn't want to wear their pajamas because they were too warm.
Yeah.
So everyone showed up naked. That's a problem.
It was that warm.
Yeah.
We run hot.
And we run hot. I've been so sweat, and I haven't done anything for the last 2 months, so I just have all this stuff built. I'm full of mac and cheese, and I'm sweating on Christmas. It's a problem.
Since the last time we shot the show, I mean, there's just so much here. I mean, Rob Reiner and his wife murdered by their son after getting in a fight at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party.
It's so upsetting. Bill Hader apparently was the person that blames himself for pissing off. Who's the son? What's the son's name? Nick Reiner. Apparently he was just kind of like, whoa, I'm talking to somebody, and he's like, oh god, I brushed him off and I made him kill Rob Reiner. It's like, no,
I don't think that's
this person had some issues.
Yeah.
And did it the wrong
way. He's
going
to do all that, Bill. He would have killed you if he was actually mad at you.
Also, no one's mad at Bill Hader that I know of.
I don't know.
That I know of.
I mean, sometimes I get sick of all the voices.
I like it.
Yeah, he don't.
Does he do too much? Maybe.
Yeah, Barry was good.
I was just about to say that. Henry Winkler got his first career Emmy from Barry.
Really?
And his second.
He had 2 Emmys from Barry?
And had never had an Emmy in his life.
Oh, good for him.
Good for Henry Winkler.
I'm a little salty with him because he sold all those reverse mortgages.
I'm a little salty with him because he owns a home in Montana. Henry Winkler, what are you doing in Montana?
What are you doing up there?
What are you doing? Go to Malibu.
I think Kanye West's Wyoming era is coming to an end.
Is that him running for office in Wyoming?
No, I think he talked about that, but he had a big farm in Wyoming.
Do you still follow and care to check in on the Yay?
Sure, it's deep enough in my algorithm. I won't really escape it.
I haven't seen anything since he got public oral pleasures from his wife on a gondola thing in Venice. Yeah.
Yeah, that's also gross.
Well, yeah, all that is all about it. Really. I didn't know he was still relevant.
I guess he's not.
Does he have a cult? Is he just the Black Jared Leto?
Yeah, how come Jared Leto is allowed to have a cult, but Corey Feldman can't have a cult? Jared must treat him better.
Jared had a successful band before the cult.
Yeah.
And acting career, I guess. So
Yeah.
Jared
and
brought
he's a better
stuff to
actor
the
and a better
table.
singer than Corey Feldman.
Right. Well, now, I guess. Corey Feldman could really do it back in the day.
Do what?
The acting.
I don't know. Did he even have to? I think
I
the bar
thought he
was
did great.
lower.
He was really good at quivering that lower lip. He was really good at acting tough while his hair was so feathered.
Yeah. He wore a Prince shirt in the Goonies.
Yep. Says a lot. When's the last time you watched Lost Boys?
Probably more recently than you.
I don't know if that's true.
Me and Keenan watched it probably last Halloween.
I watched this previous Halloween?
No, the one before.
Oh, we watched it this previous Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
So suck a dick.
Was it good?
Yeah.
But Corey Feldman's not really the star.
No, not at all, but he's in it.
Yeah, he's in it.
Yeah.
I think he's a great candidate for, like, Quentin Tarantino could pull him out of obscurity and put him in something.
No, you're thinking like Emil Hirsch. We can't really do that.
With Corey Feldman?
With Corey Feldman.
Why can't Corey Feldman
also,
be in Kill
Quentin
Bill 3?
Tarantino can fuck off. Quentin Tarantino said all those dirty things
About Paul Dano.
And Matthew Lillard.
Which one's Matthew Lillard?
Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh.
He's also in Scream. He's
why does
also
Quentin
in
Tarantino even know who that
13
is?
Ghosts. He just says he doesn't like him as an actor, and it's like, why?
Why does that even? Why does that even come
But
up?
From what I heard is that. So, did you know that Quentin Tarantino is married to an Israeli citizen? So he's now going to stay in Israel, is what I heard last. So we might not get another Tarantino flick, which I'm okay with.
Yeah, me too.
Because he had his time.
Let him go.
Let him go. Let him go. Yeah, I appreciate some of his films. I watched Pulp Fiction the other night. It was good. I had fun with it.
That does this supposedly professionally, and this is all they do, is not streaming our film. And it wouldn't really be fair of me to play this film right now without the rest of the people who paid good money to see it at the same time as you.
First unitard is taking the player down. What? Can't fight it off. It's too strong.
Wow! Holy crap! They're hacking us in real time.
Okay, explain to me what just happened right there.
So, part of to bail himself out of being too broke to finish the tour because people kept quitting and bus drivers kept quitting and the bus was all fucked up and they just left it at a hotel. He starts this GoFundMe to fund My Truth, the Rape of Two Coreys, which is like a feature-length documentary, I guess, that he wanted to make about his experience and whatever. And then he sold like $1 million worth of pre-sales for the pay-per-view premiere. And then the streaming platform kept going down. And so he didn't want the people in the theaters to see it if the people that were streaming it couldn't see it. So he's out there in front of the first 90 seconds of the film. He's on the phone with somebody who says, "Wow, holy crap, they're hacking us in real time." And so that was a big controversy that they cover in the film as well. Now he tours with an all-male band, like when you saw him at Riot Fest do the fake guitar solo.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Where he looks like he's totally nailing a guitar solo, but he's really just making noise.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, all-male band now. Much different approach.
Are they at least blonde?
I don't even think they're blonde.
Oh.
I know. It's sad.
Oh.
It's sad.
What have we come to?
It's how the mighty have fallen.
Ugh.
I really think the best version of the show is the show we saw in Kansas City because he had that better guitar player, that girl from Mexico, and but that's not saying much because it was a train
show.
wreck.
I wish I hadn't gotten so obliterated.
We would just do that whenever I would come to Kansas City when you lived there. We would drink like the world was ending.
You were drinking hot Carlsberg.
What?
And I cried. At
oh yeah,
Westport.
because we bought Carlsberg at World Market. We bought beer off the shelf at World Market.
Yep, hot beer.
Ugh.
And we were in that Japanese sex dungeon.
Yeah, we went to the karaoke bar, and our stepdad thought it was a Japanese sex dungeon.
That's right. He thought he was going to get taken advantage of. I think part of him wished he would.
Yeah, I think so.
That's okay. But yeah, no, those were dark days. That was a long couple years.
Talk about that for a second.
I don't wanna.
Please.
No.
Talk about.
I'll tell you though that here's my thing. Is if you want the spotlight because something happened to you that is wrong, and you want to have an audience for your opinion and share your truth and all of that, maybe don't exploit hundreds of people and harass and abuse several people and start a cult. I don't know. That's an idea. We've all had some things happen to us. Some of us can't remember if things happened to us. I don't know. But I tell you what, even if I did have some sort of realization of the things that would have happened if they did happen, I would not probably use that as a platform to manipulate, abuse, and harass and exploit peoples.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah. Just thinking out loud.
Can we do another one of these this week sometime, you think?
I could probably squeeze one in on Friday.
That'd be really good.
And we could have an itinerary or whatever, our list of things.
We have tons of stuff we haven't gotten to
points.
yet because I had the clips and stuff.
The Reiner thing, we got to talk more about that.
Yeah.
We should probably start with that.
Yeah.
That's a really high note to start on.
Yeah, my most recent obsession in the past 36 hours has been this documentary.
That is a thing that was the prime focus of this episode for sure. And I could go another 5 to 7 years without talking about Corey Feldman.
I think that's how everyone else feels.
Because fuck them.
Yeah, this story started in 2016 and people are over it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah, that's why I bought it and watched it to tell you about it. So you don't
what's it
have
called
to.
again?
Corey Feldman versus the World.
Corey Feldman versus the World. Don't watch it.
Not a sponsor. Don't bother. It's
Don't
probably
bother.
going to get taken down. I hope I still get to keep my copy that I paid for.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor of anything. Guys, that's another episode of Jacob V Weekly. I got to go let my wife take a shower. Patreon.com/Jacob V, CaddyshackIL.org.
We're going to do another one of these, and it's going to be a little bit more upbeat, a little bit less sad.
No, this is great. Who's sad?
That's some sad shit.
You think it's sad? Does that make you sad?
It makes me angry. Because who the fuck's that guy?
Yeah.
And then also the thing where it's like, where people pay millions of dollars for some shit, and then like they just kind of, like all those people that do this fucking scams, and like the cryptocurrency scams and all that. And
yeah.
All those people need the chair.
I totally believe he started the fundraising for his movie, not even really knowing what the movie was going to be yet, because he needed the money to finish his tour and to complete all of his obligations.
That's why
he was asking for money for security.
That's why people need things greenlit by other people.
This is what green lighting is for, to say, yes, this looks like it'll work, try it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stupid.
Really bad. But it's also funny because he gets an argument with Matt Lauer, who was then outed for being a sex criminal.
Ugh.
I mean, so it's like, whose side are you on here?
Well, you know, who isn't a sex criminal these days? They're just coming out of the woodwork.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you next time.
Love you. Oh, that's a weird way to end it. Hey, can you get our dead grandfather's Bubba stick off your basement floor?